Gen friends, dear friends, today we are going to discuss NCERT textbook of class 9th mathematics chapter 7 triangles. इस चैप्टर में हम लोग, as this chapter is of your textbook of NCERT, in this chapter we are going to study about the congruence of triangle. What we are going to study? About the congruence of triangles we are going to study. Congruence of triangles we are going to study. Right friends? So as we are going to study the congruence of triangle, this is your first topic of this chapter, triangle. But friends, before starting the congruence of triangles, let us understand what is a triangle and how many types of triangles, right? So before starting our topic congruence of triangle, we are going to study the triangle, what is a triangle and how many types of triangle. So friends, let us talk about the triangle first of all. So a triangle is a closed figure bounded by three line segment. So this triangle, what is a triangle? Triangle is a closed figure bounded by three line segment, and in this triangle there are three vertex, three sides and three angles. So to understand first the definition of the triangle, what I said, what is a triangle? Triangle is a closed figure. Triangle is a closed figure, bounded by triangle is a closed figure bounded by three line segment, three line segment, right friends? So first of all, to understand this figure we need to draw. So we have to draw a figure or a closed figure and bounded by three line segment. So we have drawn three line segment so that we got a closed figure of it. So say you have this line segment AB, BC and AC, three line segments. This figure is closed by these three line segments, so this figure is called a triangle. In this triangle there are three sides, and name of these three sides are AB, BC and AC. Those three sides are AB, BC and AC, right friends? So this AB, BC and AC, in this triangle these are three sides. These three sides can also be written as, AB can be written as BA. This line segment AB can also be written as BA. This AB, line segment AB, can also be written as BA. This BC can also be written as CB, and this AC can also be written as CA, right? So in order to write down the line segment, you can write AB, line segment AB or BA you can, okay? Same as BC or CB, AC or CA. So line segment is consisting of two letters A, B, R, B, A you can say. Don't be in confusion. As this triangle consisting three sides, so it is having three angles also. It is having three angles also, right? So three angles. What are these three angles? These three angles are angle A, means this angle. Angle B, it means this angle. And angle C, it means this angle. So there are three sides and three angles, right friends? So to represent any angle, we can use one letter also, and use to represent any angle three letters also. How? This angle A can also be written as angle BAC. Is it? BAC means this angle is represented, and this also can be written as angle CAB. CAB also. Okay. Same as angle B can be written as, ये एक लेटर वन लेटर यूज करने का मेथड, एंड दीज टू मेथड्स आर यूजिंग थ्री लेटर्स. थ्री लेटर्स हम कब यूज करते हैं? व्हेन वी आर गेटिंग टू और मोर एंगल्स एट अ पॉइंट, देन वी आर यूजिंग टू रिप्रेजेंट एनी एंगल्स ऑफ थ्री लेटर्स, राइट? सो एंगल बी कैन बी रिटन एज angle ABC, or it also can be written as angle B CBA also. CBA. Similarly, angle C can be written as angle ACB, or it can be written as angle BCA. BCA. Right friends? But सब में कॉमन क्या है? As this is representing angle A, so इसमें देखो बेटा, everywhere this A lies between these 2 points, these 2 letters. Same as B lies between these 2 letters, so it is representing angle B. Similarly, in angle C lies between these 2 letters, right? So what we have read, there are 3 sides, 3 angles, and there are 3 vertices also. There are 3 vertices also, right? There are 3 vertices also, and these vertices are these points where the line segments are intersecting, like AB and AC intersect at point A. So this is vertex A, this is vertex A, right? Same as vertex B, where AB and BC intersect each other, and third vertex is vertex C. So there are 3 vertices, 1, 2, 3. These together are called vertices. Write it. And 3 sides. These are 3 sides, and these are 3 angle consisting this triangle. So friends, I hope you can understood properly what is a triangle and what are the components of a triangle. 3 vertices it consists, 3 angles it consists, and 3 sides it consists. So the everything you have paused the videos and note down there in your notebook. So let us now understand the types of triangle. How many types of triangles are there? Basically, to understand the types of triangle, basically we need to know that this triangle is based on two types. First one is based on angles and second is based on sides. Based on angle, the triangles, there are 3 triangles, and based on sides, there are 3 triangles also. So, to understand the types of triangle, what I said, it is based on 2 types. Types of triangle. In the types of triangle, what I said, it is based on, first, based on sides, triangles based on sides, and second, triangles based on what? Triangles based on angles. Based on angles. Right, friends? So first, let us understand the triangles based on sides. In this, what I said, there are 3 types of triangle. First, based on sides you are studying. The triangles based on sides. What are they? First, equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangles. What is equilateral triangle? What is an equilateral triangle? A triangle in which all 3 sides are equal is called equilateral triangles. For example, we can draw its figure. Of the sides, all 3 sides must be equal, should be equal, so that this triangle is called equilateral triangle. Right, friends? So, all 3 sides should be equal, therefore, this triangle is called an equilateral triangle. Right? So, if this triangle consisting 3 sides, AB is equals to BC is equals to AC. So, this triangle is called an equilateral triangle. Why? Because in this, all sides are equal. All sides are equal. Right? It means, therefore, AB equals to BC equals to AC. So, if all 3 sides of a triangle is equal, then this triangle is called an equilateral triangle, right? Next, triangle based on sides is isosceles triangle. What is isosceles triangle? This is second type of triangle based on sides is called isosceles triangle. Right, now let us understand what is isosceles triangle. A triangle in which 2 sides are equal. A triangle in which 2 sides, not all 3. Out of these 3 sides, only 2 of them are equal. 2 sides are equal, then that triangle is called isosceles triangle. Right? So, let us see the figure of it. Its 2 sides are equal. Its 2 sides are equal, then this triangle is called an isosceles triangle. See, this is triangle ABC. What I said, 2 of its sides are equal. 2 sides are equal. It means AB is equals to AC. AB equals to AC. But third side is not equal. Is not equals to BC. So, if 2 sides are equal, then this triangle is called an isosceles triangle. Now, third type of the triangle which is based on side is scalene triangle. which is scale and triangle, which is scale and triangle, SCALENE, scale and triangle. What is this triangle? Scale and triangle is a triangle in which all three sides are different. Means all three sides are different, their measures are unequal. So this triangle is called scale and triangle. For example, you have drawn three sides in the different measure. So this triangle is called scale and triangle. Right? You can see from the figure, side AB, BC and AC, they all are different. Right? So all three sides are unequal in this. All sides are unequal. Right? It means AB is not equals to BC, is not equals to AC. All three sides are unequal. So this triangle is called scale and triangle. Now let us move on the triangles based on angles. This based on angles also having three triangles. Let us discuss those three triangles. What are they? So first of all, in the triangles based on angles, first triangle is acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangles. Now, what is acute angle triangle? What I said, these are the triangles we are going to discuss, which is based on angles. So let us talk about the angles now. So acute angle triangle is a triangle in which all three angles are acute. What? All three angles are acute in this means, as you know that, what is acute angle? Acute angle is an angle of measure between 0 to 90 degree. Between 0 to 90 degree. So this triangle is called acute angle triangle. Suppose a triangle PQR you have drawn. PQ and R. So angle P is acute, angle Q is also acute, angle R is also acute. What I said? All angles are acute angle. All angles are acute angle. So the triangle is called acute angle triangle. Means the measures of all three angles, angle P, angle Q and angle R, lies between 0 to 90 degree. तीन के तीनों एंगल एक्यूट होने चाहिए. So this triangle is called acute angle triangle. Right? Why we are talking about angle? Because the triangles based on angles we are studying. So let us see. Second, the triangles based on angle is right angle triangle. Right angled triangle. What is a right angle triangle? A triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. In which one angle is exact 90 degree. That triangle is called right angle triangle. Got the point? Its figure, if you are drawing, so one angle is 90. One angle is 90. So this triangle is called right angled triangle. Right? Say this is PQR. So in this, a triangle in which one angle is right angle. So are you getting the meaning of right angle? Right angle means 90 degree. Therefore angle Q is right. Right means 90 degree. Okay, one angle should be 90 degree. Keep it in mind. ये आपको ध्यान रखने वाली बात है. Why? Because acute angle triangle में हमने क्या पढ़ा कि सभी तीनों एंगल acute होने चाहिए. Means the measure of all three angles should be less than, means lies between 0 to 90, less than 90. But right angle में थोड़ा सा चेंजिंग है. क्या? इसका सिर्फ एक एंगल कोई 90 डिग्री होना चाहिए. Only one angle should be 90 degrees. So this triangle is called right angle triangle. Right? So third type of triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Third type of triangle is obtuse angle triangle. What is it? Obtuse angle triangle. What is obtuse angle triangle? A triangle in which one angle is obtuse. Now you should know what is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is an angle whose measure lies between 90 to 180 degree. Means एक ऐसा ट्रायंगल जिसका एक एंगल 90 से बड़ा होना चाहिए और 180 से छोटा होना चाहिए. Means obtuse होना चाहिए. That triangle is called obtuse angle triangle. Its a figure should be like this. It will be like this. It will be like this. So this is P, Q and R. You can see it. This angle Q is obtuse, means greater than 90 but less than 180. So in this one angle is obtuse, means angle Q is obtuse angle. Right friends? So dear students, I hope you all can understand the types of triangle which is based on sides. These three: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle is a triangle in which all three sides of the triangles are equal. Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. And scalene triangle is a triangle in which all three sides are different. They are unequal. Let us move on the triangles based on angles. There are three triangles: acute angle triangle, in which all three angles should be acute. Means lies between 0 to 90. These angles lies between 0 to 90 degree. Right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is right, means एक angle exact 90 का होना चाहिए. And third is obtuse angle triangle, is a triangle in which one angle is obtuse, means lies between 90 and 180 degree. So dear friends, I hope you all understand well. कोई confusion नहीं होनी चाहिए. So we have studied triangles and its different types. So now friends, let us move on our topic, congruency of triangles. What is congruency of triangles? Before starting the congruency of triangles, we have to study, we should understand what are the congruent figure. So let us students, let's start our topic, congruence of triangles. Congruence of triangle. What we are going to study? Congruence of triangle. Congruence of triangles. right? So to understand this congruence of triangle, first we need to know the congruent figure, right? Without confirmation of congruent figure, we cannot understand what is congruence of triangles. So let us understand the congruent figure. The word what I used? Congruent figure. I used the word congruent figure. Congruent figures. So let us understand what are the figures and congruent figure, right? So the word congruent, इसके मीनिंग को समझने के लिए पहले congruent figure को समझना that is very important. Congruent figure means the figure have same shape and same size. For example, what I said, the figures have same shape and same size. The figures have same shape and same size. So those figures, as they are having their same shape and same size, then both the figures are said to be congruent figure, right? So to clarify this congruent figure, I am drawing few squares. Suppose I have drawn two squares, square ABCD, square ABCD, square ABCD. This is the first square and its name is ABCD. ABCD. Right, friends? Second square is also drawing. It is also a square. It is also a square, and with the measures of the sides are same as this ABCD. This is PQRS. It is PQRS, P, Q, R and S. But the side of both the squares are 5 centimeter. Means as it is a square, so all sides will be the 5 centimeter. Now I am going to draw another square of big size, right? एक बड़े साइज का स्क्वायर ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं, like this. Right? एक बड़ी साइज का स्क्वायर ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. And give its name MNOP. MNOP. Right? MNOP. So we have taken three squares. Square ABCD. ABCD as a square. Square PQRS. And square MNOP. MNOP. Each side is 10 centimeter. Measure of one side is 10 centimeter. Okay, so to understand the congruent figure, they all are having the same shape. Shape इन तीनों का सेम है. As it is given, the figures having same shape. तो फिगर तो तीनों का सेम है. Are they congruent? This we are going to understand with the help of these figures. क्या ये तीनों स्क्वायर्स जिसके शेप सेम हैं, they all are squared shape. Are they congruent? So let us understand this first. ABCD and PQRS. Their shapes are squared. You know it better as you have drawn squared shape. Is their sizes are also same? So the measures of square ABCD is 5 centimeter. Measure of one side of a square. Measure of this square, the one side of this square is also 5 centimeter. It means ABCD, square ABCD is congruent to square PQRS. What I said? Square ABCD is congruent to square PQRS. Why? Because इसके शेप भी सेम मिल रहे थे और साइज भी सेम है. Their shapes and size both are same. But if you are comparing this ABCD to this MNOP, suppose this is square first, it is second, it is third. So when we compare this first to second, so we are getting they are congruent because they are having same shape as well as same size also. So dear students, you just keep these words in your mind, having same shape and same size, then only the figures are said to be congruent. Now to understand that, let us take the figure 1 and figure 3. Are their shapes are same? इसके shapes तो same है, पर क्या इसके size भी same है? This figure 1 is a square of side 5 centimeter, but this figure 3 is also a square, but their size is not same because its measures of this one side is 10 centimeter. Sizes are same when you are comparing. This is for the figure 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Right? They are same shape and same size. So they are said to be congruent. But figure 1 and 3 having same shape, their shapes are same, but sizes are different. Different size. Same size but different size. It means they do not congruent. They are not congruent figure. Means figure 1 and 3 are not congruent. Right? So dear students, with these examples, it is clear that for being congruent figures, their shapes and size both should be same. अगर किसी में कोई डिफरेंट मिलता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, शेप सेम मिले, साइज सेम ना मिले, या फिर साइज सेम मिले, सेम शेप सेम ना हो, तो भी वो दोनों फिगर कॉन्ग्रुएंट नहीं होंगे. अब क्वेश्चन ये राइज होता है, इसको टेस्ट कैसे किया जाए. जैसे हम आपको बताते हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 triangles I have taken and both the triangles are right triangles. Both the triangles are right triangle. Suppose I have drawn a right triangles like this. एक right triangle हमने यहाँ ड्रा किया. This angle is right. And second right triangle we have drawn like this. Now question is arising, are these two right triangles are congruent or not? So their shapes are same. Shapes देखो, they both are triangular in shape. तो क्या सभी ट्रायंगुलर शेप्स या सभी ट्रायंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट होते हैं? यहाँ पे ये भी समझना आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. जब आप इस ट्रायंगल को रोटेट कर देंगे, दिस एंगल इफ यू ड्रॉइंग लाइक दिस, इसको आप रोटेट कर दीजिए लाइक दिस. इफ यू आर रोटेटिंग, so you will get this same figure like that. The same figure you will get same as it is. Now it is looking like as this. अभी इसके शेप और साइज दोनों सेम है. So to understand the congruency of triangles are congruent figure, we should understand their shapes as well as their size also. So इस congruent figure को easily मत लीजिएगा. इसको समझने के लिए आपको बस थोड़ा सा मेहनत करना होगा और उस थोड़े से मेहनत में आप अच्छे रिजल्ट्स गेट कर सकते हैं, पा सकते हैं. लेकिन याद रहे, इसको समझने के लिए यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल और फिगर्स को जो बताया गया इसको ध्यान से देखें. और हाँ, अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आए तो वीडियो लाइक करना न भूलें. ठीक है. सो एज आई सेड, two figures are said to be congruent if they have same shape and same size. For example, हमने आपको कई एग्जाम्पल्स बताए. ठीक है. ये दोनों ट्रायंगल्स भी ड्रॉ किया जिसके शेप सेम थे लेकिन साइज सेम नहीं लग रहे थे. तो हमने क्या किया, इस ट्रायंगल को रोटेट कर दिया तो इस साइज का भी दिखने लगा. सो इस कॉन्ग्रुएंट फिगर को पहचानने की ट्रिक आपके पास होनी चाहिए. अब सपोज करो हमारे पास दो सर्कल्स हैं. टू सर्कल्स वी आर हैविंग बट ऑफ द डिफरेंट रेडियाई. their radius are different. First circle of radius 3 centimeter, second circle of radius 5 centimeter. So both are circles, it means their shapes are same but their size, एक circle बड़ा है दूसरा छोटा है, size are not same, it means these two circles are not congruent. दोनों circle congruent कब होंगे? If their radii are also same. अगर उनके रेडियस सेम होते हैं तो दोनों सर्कल क्या बोले जाएंगे? कॉन्ग्रुएंट बोले जाएंगे. इट मीन्स in other words we can understand the congruent figure. For example, I am saying that suppose this is our hand, these are the palms. If we are joining the hand like this and watching from the front view, if you are seeing this front, ये घड़ी वाला हाथ देख रहे हैं, so you cannot see the hand which is backward. Back hand you cannot, back palm you cannot see, right? It means this first hand, this front hand, front palm is totally cover the second palm. चलो अभी हम साइड चेंज कर देते हैं. Now you are seeing this front palm, it covers this back palms totally. So if from both the sides you are seeing, then these two figure means these two palms are said to be congruent. So वही मैं आपको समझाना चाहता हूं कि congruent figures are those figures which covers both of them. Suppose इस ट्रायंगल को आप इस ट्रायंगल के ऊपर रखोगे, so this triangle is superimposed by this square is superimposed by this square. Means superimposed means, as you have read in chapter 5, principle of superposition, when you keep one blade on the other blade of same company, so the second blade is totally covered by the first blade. So this property was known as principle of superposition, if you remember them. So same concept we are using here. ये स्क्वायर इस सेकेंड स्क्वायर को टोटली कवर कर लेगा, या फिर ये स्क्वायर इसको कवर कर लेता है. दिस इज ऑल्सो कवरिंग दिस स्क्वायर, दिस सेकेंड स्क्वायर इज ऑल्सो कवरिंग द फर्स्ट स्क्वायर. दैट्स वाई दीज टू स्क्वायर्स आर सेड टू बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट. बट दिस फर्स्ट स्क्वायर कैन नॉट कवर दिस थर्ड स्क्वायर. दिस थर्ड स्क्वायर कैन कवर दिस फर्स्ट वन, बिकॉज इसकी साइज क्या है, बड़ी है in comparison to the ABCD. This can cover this first one, but this first square cannot cover this third one. Why? जब आप इसको ड्रॉ करेंगे इस फर्स्ट स्क्वायर को इसमें, so you can see like this figure, you will get it. और ये पार्ट इसका विजिबल होगा. So it means this first square cannot cover this third square, so that this first and third square, they are not congruent. Now I hope you all are understood the concept of congruent figure. As we get the concept of congruent figure, now we will start the congruency of triangle. ठीक है? So dear students, these concept you just pause the video and note down in your notebook. Now friends, we are coming on our topic congruence of triangle, right? So congruence of triangles. This is triangles. This is our topic which is given in our textbook. Means to understand this congruence of triangles, the thing which we have read previous, those concepts should be in our mind. वो concept अगर हमारा clear रहेगा तो congruence of triangles को समझने में हमें time नहीं लगेगा. Right friends? So to understand the congruence of triangles, its definition should be two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if what? If all the sides and angles, two triangles are congruent if all the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to all the sides are equal to the corresponding sides equal to corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. So dear friends, in the congruency of triangle, what you have read, two triangles are congruent if all the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. So friends, as it is clear that to understand the congruent figure, we are comparing two figures. So to understand the congruent triangles, we have to take two triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if all three sides and all three angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding all three sides and all three angles of the other triangle, means of the second triangles. So now the word here came corresponding. So corresponding words easily आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कब? When you will see the videos properly and in a well manner. The word corresponding का मीनिंग समझना बहुत ही ईजी है, जैसा हम अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन करने जा रहे हैं. So you will get the meaning of the word corresponding, right? So suppose two congruent triangles are given. Two congruent triangles are given. As you have written, two triangles are congruent if all the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. The symbol of corresponding, students, symbol used for correspondence, for congruent, is this is symbol used for congruence is equal and one chord line, and for correspondence the symbol is used by arrow like this. This is correspondence and this is congruent. This represent congruent. Or congruence. Okay, and this is correspondence. So to understand this congruence of triangles, let us two triangles are congruent given, so we can understand the word correspondence easily. Say triangle ABC and triangle DEF, these two triangles are congruent. What? Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So let us draw these two triangles first. Then I'll explain you what are the corresponding sides and angles of two given congruent triangles. Okay, so let us suppose that triangle ABC is given. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF, and second triangle DEF we have taken ABC and DEF. It is triangle ABC and this is triangle DEF. We are going to elaborate the word corresponding. Which word we are going to elaborate? Corresponding. It is given that triangle ABC is corresponding, means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. It means what I said, I am going to explain you the word corresponding. Easily समझेंगे, आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ जाएगा. As ABC is correspondence to DEF, so इसको लिखने में ये जो वर्ड लिखा गया है triangle ABC and DEF, there is also a property here. Vertex A of this first triangle, vertex A of the first triangle is correspondence to vertex D of the second triangle. Are you getting? Same as vertex B is correspondence to the vertex E of the second triangle. B is correspondence to the E. B is correspondence to the E. Right? A is correspondence to D. B is correspondence to E. And vertex C is correspondence to vertex F. These are the vertices which are correspondence. Similarly, side AB is correspondence to the side DE. बच्चों ध्यान रखना, as here we are taking same as there in the second triangle also taking. AB, side AB is congruent, is correspondent to the side DE. Right? These were the vertices. Now we are going to see the corresponding sides. Right? So side AB is correspondence to side DE. Got it? First and second letter of first triangle, then first and second letter of the second triangle. So we will get AB is correspondence to DE. Now second and third letter take the first triangle, so we have to take the second and third letter of second triangle also. Means side BC is correspondence to side E of, right? And first and third letter, if you are taking a first triangle, first and third letter of the means BC is correspondence to E of, and AC is correspondence to D of. Side AC is correspondence to D of. Right friends? So these are the corresponding sides, these are the corresponding vertices. Now same as AB is correspondence to D, BC is correspondence to E of, similarly AC is correspondence to D of sides. Same as the angles also. Angle A is correspondence to angle D. Angle A is correspondence to angle D. Angle B is correspondence to angle E. Angle B is correspondence to angle E. And angle C of the first triangle is correspondence to angle C of the second triangle. Angle C is correspondence to the angle F. Right? So these are the corresponding parts. ये तो रहे आपके corresponding parts. Now as these two triangles are congruent, it means their corresponding sides must be equal. Right? What are given? Two triangles are congruent if all sides and angles of one triangle, all sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of second triangle. All angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of the second triangle. Right? So if these sides, vertices and angles are corresponding, so since triangles are congruent, it means they must be equal. Means all sides means side AB was corresponding to DE, so AB is equals to DE. Sides, equal sides. Then BC will be equals to E of, and AC is equals to the corresponding side of, AC is equal to the corresponding side of D of. These are the sides, they are equal since these two triangles are congruent. Similarly, all the corresponding angles are also equal, as these angles are corresponding of first triangle and second triangle. So angles are also equal, means angle A is equals to angle A is the angle of first triangle will be equals to the angle D is the angle of second triangle. Angle B will be equals to angle E. Angle B is equals to angle E, and angle C is equals to angle F, right? So you see, first we got the meaning of correspondence, and according to the definition, two triangles are congruent if all sides of the first triangle are equal to the all sides of the second triangle, and all angles of the first triangle are equal to the all angles of the second triangle. Right friends, I hope you all got the meaning of congruence of triangle and the word corresponding. अभी आपको corresponding parts समझने में कोई difficulty नहीं होगी. So now here these parts are together said to be CPCT. ये parts एक साथ क्या बोले जाते हैं? CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. These parts are said to be CPCT, means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So the word CPCT is the short form of corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Right friends, in our next lecture we will do our exercise sums and axioms questions also. So keep preparing, and I hope you all are doing good. Right friends, if any confusion, so please raise your